Creator. RagnaroK. DRG. Most competitive 1 versus 1 game. Africa TV Freak Up Studio Live. GSL Season 1 Code S.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for waiting. We are going to be going into the last best of 5 of the evening.
Yeah.
This is going to be Creator versus RagnaroK.
A big moment for them both. Top 4 is legit, man. And one of them is going to be going to it. Definitely not 2 players that we would have thought before this season would be going to the round of 4 this season, but one of them will be.
That's right.
The rest of the round of 4, you're like, yep, exactly. Dark, Rogue, and Trap. It's like they live in the round of 4.
They do.
Yeah.
And, you know, I worry for RagnaroK here because Creator is killing people that are way better than him. And I don't know how to say this. RagnaroK's playstyle can be a little bit hacky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of, like, gotcha rushes and then gotcha nituses.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not bad. I mean, I've been known to be a cheesy player. Okay, I like cheesy styles, but I'm just saying, I can't imagine that going up against what Creator looks like right now. You know?
Yeah, I think if Creator plays just a little bit carefully,
Mm-hmm.
I do think he's favored here. I think he's played a better season than RagnaroK, but RagnaroK has actually played a good season. That last match has kind of, I think, left a bad taste in our mouths because it wasn't the best played ZVZ from either side. It really was not.
Well, I think it comes down to that game where DRG did that rush. Oh, hold on a second, guys. That's why we're on camera. This is the information for the finals, guys. We're going to have first of all, it's not going to be in the studio. It's going to be at Digital Media City at the Coliseum.
Yes. Don't we have 2 Coliseums now?
I think we do, which is a little bit weird.
We should
probably
named
name
one
the studio.
something
This
else.
is the Freak Up Studio, and then
What's other like famous Roman buildings? The Pantheon?
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
The Pantheon, right? Or Parthenon or something like
I think
that?
the Parthenon.
Parthenon?
Pantheon is a series of gods.
We could call this new one the Aqueduct.
The Aqueduct.
Freak Aqueduct.
Guys, come to the finals. It's going to be great. Make a sign. Get the little, we give those out, the clappy claps.
Yeah, thunder sticks.
Thunder sticks, thank you. And have fun.
It's
bring
fun,
your friends. Go get Korean
I bet it's
barbecue
great
afterwards.
to sit in an audience for a GSL Finals. I wouldn't know anything about that, but I bet you it's amazing.
I bet it's great. Go get some soju with your friends. Talk about StarCraft all night. Get in a fight. Argue. Argue about whether or not Zerg's too
when
strong.
You said get in a fight, I thought you meant like after you're drunk, like fight somebody. I'm like, tasteless. I don't
do that.
They shouldn't do that.
Get in an argument with your friend about the game. Go home. Fight a cab driver. I mean, it's your night, man. Do what you got to do. Guys, we're ready for this next best of 5.
2022 GSL Season 1. Alpha X, RagnaroK.
RagnaroK.
Team MB, Creator.
Oh my God! So there's a drone going out in the middle of the map, and it and the probe came so close. I was staring at the mini map, but it looked like they barely entered each other's vision, but I think neither of them noticed. Offensive hatchery time.
Let's go.
He's going to do it at the natural.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it just outside. Okay.
Okay, well, normally we just see 4 probes pulled, and that's just like how people deal with this nowadays. There's 2.
RagnaroK looking uneasy. In fact, it's just 1. So
Okay,
this always strikes you as a moment where, like, you either know how to stop this or you don't, right?
Well, for a while there, everyone was doing 4 probes, and it looks like he doesn't want to do 4. Like, we'll see the Cybernetics core, so it should be some Zealots into Adepts, and then it feels to me like the counter Adept pressure becomes very, very important.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to find out if this is actually going to Work or not, almost gets the block through. That's too bad for Creator. Had he actually stopped that, that would have been a pretty big win.
That would have been very annoying, especially when you know your opponent's going to have a couple of depths coming across the map. You really don't want to take your base at your third.
So, I mean, the idea is once the hatchery finishes, then you have a little bit of creep, and you can just delay the development on this side of the map.
Overlord flying over, he knows exactly what's going on here. Drone making a hasty exit. Getting that full scout on. Oh, he's going to go chase the drone as opposed to go across the map.
Well, is there any kind of weird tech you can do after this?
As Zerg?
Oh, no, as Protoss.
Oh.
I was wondering, I guess as I asked the question, I kind of already feel like the answer is no. I thought maybe there was like, no, it's actually so bad. I thought like maybe you don't make the Nexus and you just like tech into something and do a surprise attack, but I don't think that's possible.
We've seen people try like I want to say a quick Oracle before the Nexus, but I haven't liked any of it. And that's the #1 thing you got to think about, whether I'm going to like it or not. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't just immediately go across the map, but it hides the fact that he's going Stargate, right? Because you can keep the drone alive if you don't send an Adept after it. Like, it's really up to RagnaroK to make a mistake to not have that drone scout it. So, yeah, I guess that's just the choice that he made. Speed is going to be finished up relatively quickly here. No actual damage dealt by the Adepts. So, it's just what it is, I guess. That Nexus is going to be finishing up.
He's going to move this Overlord a little bit away because he doesn't want to have that get sniped. You can see he's already looking for it. Oracle can spot for the Stalker.
Zealot chilling in the wall there for him. Very unbreakable.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start. I kind of thought this was going to be a really action-packed game when we saw the, excuse me, the hatch come down and set up, and you know. So like, now that we're at where we're at, I mean, is it really worth it for Zerg to do that? I feel like it's not, but is it good?
Oh, the offensive hatchery?
Yeah.
Well,
into like not really doing anything.
Here's what I really, really like about it. A lot of Protosses have very prepped openers that might have tricks involved and stuff.
Sure.
Where as soon as you do that, their entire build order is gone.
Yeah.
The entire thing is gone. Like, you could have a secondary build prepped after that, but there's a little bit more flexibility in Zerg. You don't know 100% what they're going to do. They generally do what RagnaroK's doing, but I just want to throw that out there because I think throwing your opponent off of their game can be as good as having, or oftentimes better than having just a highly optimized game yourself.
Yeah. She's going to chase these oracles away. And, I mean, it's, again, yeah, going to be just a very ordinary game, I guess, for lack of better words here from Creator. This is like
stabilized, yeah.
It's like so many builds, they're like set up to make it look like it's not going to be, you know, or it's going to look normal and it's not. This is like just Creator. I think Creator might actually think he's just better than RagnaroK and just be like, I'm just going to get all my stuff, get all my upgrades, and play a normal game.
Honestly, I hope he thinks he's better than RagnaroK.
And, you know,
he needs confidence. Like, he needs to maintain confidence because he lost his last 2 matches now. He lost against Dark in the last day of round of 10, and then he just lost against Rogue, right?
Yeah.
So that's, you know, maybe it can start to erode all this confidence that he's been building, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he does have that more positive mindset right now.
So, I mean, will we have any kind of weird Nidus timing here? I don't know. I feel like Protoss has a lot of momentum. The gateways have come down here.
He's getting a lot of gates. There is a Spire coming up. Okay. So, Ling Roach into Spire, it seems.
so the 6 gates are going to come down. The Warp Prism's going to come out, and we're going to have a very straightforward 3-base attack onto the Zerg. This is not an attack that is he needs to win the game with, by the way. This is just, you know, probably do a push out here, see if you can't try to take a fight. But you can see he's getting a 4th base. I mean, all the features basically of a you know, normal developing game. And this is going to be a really good test of, you know, where Creator's at against a player like RagnaroK, because I feel like Creator should be pretty strong here.
It's a little bit of denied mining time here with the Oracles. He has a 2nd Prism on the way. That's fascinating. That's cool. That's different. You really don't see that very often at all. 7 mutas coming up. Charge is on the way. +1 almost done. He has his 4th base. Going to be finishing pretty quickly here. 70 probes, man. Like, Creator is very good at keeping his probe production up.
Yeah, he's very much on top of that. He's got his Warp Prism sort of vacant over here on the right. Yeah, I mean, this has been a really quiet game, man.
It's strange that it has been, but yeah, you are right.
Okay, so here comes the push. The mutas are going to be going across the map. I don't think there's any cannons. Yeah, there's no cannons anywhere.
That is true.
So, like, these are going to do a lot of damage, but, you know, at the same time, these mutas are also not defending, so they're both going to be hitting each other pretty hard. But a forced warp in here, this might not look like a lot, but now these Stalkers are no longer with this army, and he's going to recall his entire push, bring it back here.
This was good for RagnaroK. Like, his mutas really, truly went undetected, and it's thrown Creator off quite a bit. To have to do a recall there as well as the warp in at home, certainly not what he was intending. Like, he wanted to hit that attack, unable to do so. A lot of Lings and Ravagers are out. +1 melee and Baneling speed finishing up here. RagnaroK's playing really well. It's much, much better than his Zerg Berserk.
Yeah, that's a pretty big catch there to get those 2 Oracles. But I feel like all that Protoss has to do now is basically make cannons at each base and then just attack out again, right?
I think it's going to be hard to attack out because he's on a mostly Stalker army right now. And if he tries to attack in on creep against this type of army, I think you don't really have much of a chance. So, well, RagnaroK is bringing it to him. Rolling in a lot of Banelings in here. He actually blows up that overcharged battery. Very nice. Archon's taking a bit of damage here. Going to lose quite a few probes, but his worker count is actually still healthy, even losing those. Some juggling going down. He will live through this and save that Nexus, which is important.
Yeah, he's going to just back off with these mutas for now. Lots of Lings, Roaches, and Banes coming here. It looks like he wants to try to plow through with another attack. Some batteries and cannons are going to be assembled over here as Creator's got to get ready for this next move in.
Really would like to see some more Archons, if at all possible. Looks like RagnaroK is really gung-ho on utilizing a lot of Banelings here. I throw some force fields on, that's just going to slow things, not stop them. Oh boy, the Banelings rolling in towards these probes once again. Find some connections there. Little bit of a sloppy defense, unfortunately, here for Creator.
Yeah, I thought he was going to actually fare much better against this, but now I see this Nexus is so low. I think he could just, he could snipe it and just run away again without having to, he can cut his losses, basically.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of army here, unfortunately.
Look at the supply difference here. I mean, this is very, very big. It's 174 to 112.
Yeah. Definitely looking good right now for RagnaroK. And, like, yeah, I guess he's got his +3 started and everything. But he didn't really retain many high-quality units, right? So he's kind of... Well, no, actually he has 3 Immortals still, but... Let's see, if he can hold this cleanly, get that 4th base up, then we can talk.
Yeah, he's going to come through and clear this out. Dude, I think this game's going to end. Kind of a weird game, man. I mean, it was like, you know, RagnaroK did this weird thing, and I can't even tell if it's that good. And then, like, later on, RagnaroK just attacked Crater and killed him. Like, Crater never really got to do anything. I guess the big thing that did happen was the Mutas flew through and drew the army back.
That ruined a lot. And, I mean, don't forget it opened up with that offensive hatchery, which threw off whatever Crater wanted to do. But yeah, the Mutas definitely threw a wrench into the game plan here of Creator. You know, generally as Protoss, you're trying to hit at an awkward time for your opponent, but if they hit you and make you run away right as you get there, worst case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. GG. Yeah, the GG. That's my play-by-play. Okay. RagnaroK takes game 1. Again, I think probably the weirdest game of the day. I felt like I was struggling to find things to even say as that game developed, as they didn't really engage each other. Somehow RagnaroK gets ahead.
Yeah, no, it was interesting.
It would be odd to see Crater fall after how many great players Crater beat, like Maro in this tournament. It would be really weird if it's like, oh yeah, RagnaroK took Crater out. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
it's like,
not
yeah,
really
and then RagnaroK died to the next guy. You know how it is. It's like, oh, okay.
Wrong stage of the tournament for that to happen. Now, who got up? It was Creator. Okay, so Creator, yeah. I think Creator's going to go and try to collect himself, which is a good choice.
No, I get that.
He's on a little bit of a losing streak right now. If you're dominating, like he was doing the best out of everyone in the tournament, then lost to Dark, then lost to Rogue tonight, and now down 0-1 against RagnaroK, who I think everyone kind of agrees that Creator has been playing better than RagnaroK, although that was a good game from RagnaroK.
I mean, basically the people that he beat, you know, last week were better than RagnaroK. I think that's fair to say.
Generally considered, yeah.
But keep in mind that he is, I feel like emotional players like Creator, a lot of times it can kind of combo from the previous games.
Yeah.
Like if you have a series of games that you've lost in a row today, even if in general you're probably in good form, I think that can be like a pretty big morale blow.
Yeah,
I don't think this is a factor with, you know, other players like Maro or Rogue, but and so that might be why he wanted to have that break. We do allow each player one moment to like kind of stop the show and go to the restroom.
Yeah.
And some players just stop it and, you know, walk in the bathroom and don't even do anything.
I don't think anyone actually has to go.
It's like, I have to relieve myself. I think you just go and you go, okay, like what happened back there? What do I need to do? And so that's probably what he's going to do. And then he'll get back into the game.
Yeah,
and we'll see if he can play better.
As long as he centers himself and plays his game, he can still win this series. This first game, losing it like that. I mean, RagnaroK was extra tricky.
Yeah.
The Mutas really did catch him off guard.
Yeah.
Well done by RagnaroK. But Creator has shown enough strong play, even in the games that he's lost. I'm still feeling him for this match, honestly.
Yeah. Again, such a weird game, that hatchery. Like blocking that, and then it just let the game go on. I think Creator's strats that he came out with versus Rogue were very cool. He definitely had stuff prepared. I wouldn't even mind seeing him do some of the same builds.
Absolutely. I
like
think
the
he
same
actually
ones he used
will.
against Rogue, just pull him out here against
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%
RagnaroK.
on that. I think that he can. It's not like he was like super tricky. You know, maybe not the like really quick blink build. I was not a fan of that. I know that he did well in that game, but that didn't seem like one he was supposed to win. Okay, let's see what he has ready here.
Yeah, look at him.
Refreshed.
He's refreshed. He's ready to go. And, you know, best of 5, you lose one game, you still got a lot more games to go. But I think it is going to be important for Creator that he can stabilize here on Glittering Ashes and do what he needs to do.
All right, we are ready. Let's get this going. RagnaroK versus Creator, game number 2. It is loading up. Very important game here for Creator.
All right, guys, we're ready. Let's go. Let's go.
2022 GSL Season 1. Alpha X, RagnaroK. Team MB, Creator.
Hides the drone.
Oh, very cute.
Yep. He wants the probe to go up and check so he can just snag the hatch there.
This is definitely one way to do this. More commonly, we just see the worker, go around and make a base somewhere else. But he's going to come in here. Oh, that is sick. That's big.
Nice. That was a good turnaround there.
That's a huge moment because, I mean, now there's going to be so much more minerals, banked.
Yeah. He started his pool, in fact. That's how thrown off he was there. So really well done there from Creator.
Again, so good to have a studio audience down here. Where are the Terrans? They're all dead.
Yeah.
Our species is gone, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Not even Maru able to make it through, unfortunately.
Oh, I know. It sucks. I feel like usually we get close to having something like this in the tournament, but this time it actually happened.
Yes. Normally we get like golden ratios somehow in the round of 4.
Yeah, exactly.
But this time it was not meant to be. 3 Terrans in the round of 10. None of them able to make it. It is a bit sad, honestly. I mean, look at the round of 4 so far.
Yeah.
Trap, Dark, Rogue. If you put Maru in there, you're like, that is the perfect round of 4.
Yeah.
Literally perfect. Especially if one of those matches is ZVZ.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, well, damn, we just have a good finals, don't we?
Yeah, usually we end up with 2 Zergs, a Terran, and a Protoss, and then the Zerg wins. Zerg wins the tournament in the end. So we don't know what Creator wants to do yet. We do see the Twilight Council is being made, but we can't draw any kind of major conclusion from that yet.
It might be that Blink build again.
Yeah, I know you said you didn't like it, but I wouldn't mind seeing him do it.
It didn't do it, and then like he did come back and end up winning there. But I mean, that's going to be a rare situation, I think, where it fails and then you still win. Here comes the Robo. See if it's blank. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, so I mean, this is looking a lot like that game with Rogue.
Or you can just not get any Twilight upgrades, just have it so that later on you can get +2.
Dark Shrine. He's going for Invisible Cape, boys.
Yeah, so it's like the old DT Archon drop, right? Let's see how many gates he goes for this. Because it used to be that you go 4 gates, warp in 4 DTs at once, hit with the DTs once, turn them into Archons and harass. And then we had like a lot of different things that evolved out of that. And eventually we even got to the point where it was just 2 DTs and you take a 3rd with just 2 gates. Here we're going up to 3 right now, which of course is in between those 2. 3 being in between 4 and 2.
Dude, you're such a good caster. It's crazy, man. Like,
you gotta lay it out for people.
You gotta let them know.
Some people don't know that.
We know all about the game and all about the numbers.
Rochwarren on the way. Prism gonna be finishing up.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. DTs, it does seem to be very hit or miss, unlike a lot of the other units you get that have great utility. Like if they just stop the DTs, you're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna make an Archon now. And, it's not great.
Yeah.
I mean, not the end of the world either, but, it's
well, you're really looking to get some damage here. Warp's just outside of range there. The DTs walk in with the shades.
Oh, there's a Spore there, though.
Yeah.
And another one being made in the main. Yeah, this just isn't going to do anything.
Well, I mean, when you turn them into Archons, you'd be all right. Oh, if the Lings had found that.
That would have been a big catch.
That's huge. If you kill that first Archon, oh my god, it's terrible. Single Archon drop is, well, he brings the DT out here. Gonna have to cancel this, unfortunately. This is a very good counter from RagnaroK. He's doing really well this game so far.
All right, gets an Overlord. Couple jabs here and there.
Yeah, right now I do like where RagnaroK is at quite a bit. Single Archon, I mean, it just doesn't do that much. Look at that. Already takes hull damage on that Prism.
so it's just going to fly back here. And again, I think this is going to be kind of like the last game. I think things are going to quiet down a little bit. Going to quiet down a little bit. Sorry, I'm going through puberty right now.
Finally.
Yeah.
You take off that stick-on beard now that you've been trying to trick people with. Grow a real one.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I bought this beard at a Halloween shop, so...
Oh, they could tell, Tasteless. We've all just been being quiet for you. Like, he's insecure, guys.
Yeah. That beard's not real. You look like an Oblivion character.
All right, double Archon drop into the main base. Okay, a couple drones already. Yeah, 4 drones. Okay, okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Kind of a funny exchange there. We've got the push coming down again now. I don't know if this is going to be that effective against RagnaroK. It seems like he should have enough,
right?
Oh,
the push? I think it's a poke only. I think he's going to just turn around. Like, you can't attack with 3 sentries, an Immortal, and a Stalker. Like that's not a real army. Now, if you bring the Archons over, you can suddenly maybe do a little bit more. The Spire is going to be finishing here pretty quickly, though.
Oh, is he going to get it? Oh.
That's a good pick. The Prism is getting low, though.
Yeah, permanent damage on that. It's about at half health after the shields, of course. He's going to try to push in. Again, you got to watch that War Prism. If they snipe that, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, keeps that rather far back. Here comes this attack. Those Archons looking real beefy right now. Has an Observer in here as well. Does get picked off, unfortunately, but he did clear quite a bit of creep. Those Lings coming up from the side, not really doing very much. The Archon taking quite a bit of damage.
He kind of messed up that force field.
Oh, another Immortal pops up here. He does lose an Archon, but that's okay because the Lings are all gone. This is looking scary for RagnaroK.
Yeah, I feel like Creator's just going to bust in
here. Yeah.
This hatchery's just going to keep taking health. He's like trying to take fights and run away, but there's just too much extra damage. So he goes for a dive.
Oh boy, oh boy. Those are some good vials. He does micro out. Still has 1 Immortal left over. Another Immortal coming down now, very importantly. The Immortal dies, but you know what, Tasteless? I think he's pretty much done it.
No,
I think that RagnaroK is dead.
He got him. RagnaroK cannot hang on. The drones are being pulled here, but there's just no way.
Yeah, really well done. Blinks on top of those retreating roaches. This hatchery, of course, going to end up falling. Roach is still trying to fight. Another Mortal comes up. Really no point left here, I would say, right? Like, Creator's on 3 base at home. RagnaroK does have a 4th at finish, but no drones at it yet. I'm sure he'll just transfer over to there. And, okay, he's trying to make some mutas now. That's the last-ditch effort.
So he's just going to keep pushing. Kind of surprised we're still in this game. But there's just nothing left. I mean, with the 2 Immortals here. Great blinks. Artos, as you talk.
Nah, I'm all done. I've said what I'm going to say this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 mutas flying across the map. RagnaroK is quite dead. I don't know what you're hoping for here. Like he's going to recall all of his stalkers and kill the rest of his army or something because there's 3 mutas.
I felt like that. You know, when that ended, and then we just like, is he going to let him kill all his buildings? What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so 1-1. Creator comes back and looks pretty strong.
Yeah.
Some odd games so far, though.
Yeah, a little bit. A very old opener there from Creator.
Yeah.
But it didn't do too much. Like when he finally got the 2nd Archon, that did all right. But RagnaroK even forced to cancel in the 3rd, which was really good, I thought. That was a very nice moment for him. But yeah, the follow-up attack from Creator, really, really good.
Yeah, let's see what happens in Game 3 now. Blackburn is going to be our map. I'm sorry, Berlingrad is going to be our map. That was close.
Oh, boy.
Woo! And yeah, let's see what happens with RagnaroK and Creator. I think Creator had a very clean game in that Game 2. But RagnaroK is sort of known to do Nidus stuff, do a lot of timing attacks, try to trip up the player, try to get him.
Does he go back to that here? Like, are we going to see something like an offensive hatchery?
Could be.
It might be
I
time.
think it's probably likely, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, after playing a game like that, that was just a regular macro opening, and RagnaroK, I felt like, even had a better opening, and still Creator came out on top.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it is time to bust out the cheese.
Okay. So we're finally loading this game up. I was wondering what was taking so long. We're going to get into this game, see what happens. Again, Creator playing the best he's ever played. He's been in the GSL for 12 years now. But is this going to be his tournament? Well, he's got to beat RagnaroK right now to move on.
2022 GSL Season 1. Alpha X, RagnaroK. Team MB, Creator.
Bouncing a little bit. Quick
He
pull here.
Yeah, he always sends that probe. We did not have the drone that was sent over there to go behind.
And RagnaroK just straight up going pool first. Okay. Gonna go ahead and take that hatchery at the third, it looks like. No, he comes back. Look at that. Creator checks the main, sees that pool. Sees it's going to be finishing pretty quickly here.
So, a game where nobody's really getting interrupted or tripped up at all here to start things off. We're not going to have that hatchery trick like we had in game one. And so, yeah, I mean, you know, we watch the Zerg develop. If we see him, you know, do something crazy like Ling Roach or something like that, we'll get to that when we get there, right? But for now, it's going to be the question of what does Creator want to do exactly here, you know?
Yeah, it is. Well, RagnaroK, he does enough aggressive plays that sometimes we got to look at what he's doing, but you're definitely right that generally we're going to check that Protoss tech.
I do feel like we're going to have a Nidus game in one of these games, though.
Oh, just like, do you mean like a Queen Ling Nidus on that type of thing?
Yeah.
Or
I think so.
Okay.
Queen Roach Ling.
Yeah, it could be. I feel like, I do like the Queen Ling builds when they do them, honestly. They seem really, it's quick. There's a lot of Lings in there. Sometimes we do see them fail, though, even after they do a good job in the main. But if you get that Nexus, I mean, that's it. Okay. Stargate right now.
He's going to come in now. There's that Adept. Going to try to run in. So Stargate, we got to see, is it going to be Oracle or is it going to be Void Ray? What exactly is the plan there with that? And I'm trying to remember, you know, in Game 3, I know I just casted this, but sometimes we cast so many games in a row that I kind of jumble together in my mind. Game 3, when he went for Stargate, he went for Oracle Void Ray, right?
Well, this is Game 3.
I meant against Rogue.
Oh, against Rogue.
Sorry, yeah, they didn't make that clear.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, no, he did a mixture of the two.
Right. So
Yeah.
maybe he's going to try to bring that one out in this game now.
Could be. Well, I think if you're getting an Oracle, you'll either go Oracle Void Oracle or Oracle Void. I think because like you want to push the Overlords away. You want to have that little bit of extra defense. Yeah, there's the Void. Link's coming up. He has the probe ready, though. Does the nice little shade back. And just forces that back right away.
Yeah, it's a cool little technique where you can shade, pylon, and then the Adept cleanly gets behind that. So that Void Ray's coming now.
And not a very good first run on that Oracle. Takes some hull damage already, only killing one drone.
And this Overlord's going to get dropped right away. And again, you know, it's not clear right now to the Zerg what exactly the Protoss wants to do yet. It's not clear to us either.
No, for sure.
You know,
there's a lot of flexibility from here.
You can show your hand. You're going to have to do it at some point in time, but right now it's just a third base, and so he doesn't really have any plans. He's going to kind of see what's going on here, and what he needs to do next.
Well, it was Oracle Void Oracle, and now a Robo coming up. Robo itself doesn't tell us too much. I'm actually kind of surprised it's just a Robo. If it's just a Robo, then he's going to be going into Disruptor, right? Like defensively? Because like you're not getting this right now to make a Prism. What, a Prism for your 4 gateway units? Like,
well, maybe he wants to get some Immortals and then just get a Warp Prism and then push.
Could be. Could be. Yeah, I mean, he's making a couple sentries. That
5 more gates.
Maybe you're right. Yeah. Like a Mortal into Prism here? With this many gates being made, that would make some sense.
Yeah, there's the Immortal now. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's going to be a very straightforward build, which is fine, by the way. I mean, you don't have to do anything too sneaky. Keep in mind as well, guys, like, there's so many Zergs in the tournament right now that Creator probably, if he has something that's super spectacular, if he's going to win the tournament, he probably doesn't want to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think that he wouldn't have that mindset right now. It's been
Yeah,
so
I
long
guess
since he
you're
did
right.
well. I think you use absolutely everything at your disposal at every moment.
Okay, no, I think you're right. I will.
You have to be the biggest badass
I will
in the whole
grant
world.
that one because, like, yeah, if you haven't won yet, you just treat each step of the tournament like it's its own.
Dude, yeah, just putting a round
final.
of 4 under your belt is so big.
Yeah.
When you like couldn't even get a round of 16 for the longest time. A lot of Lings on the way. Prism is out. Observer coming. Spire about halfway done. Don't think he's going to have any room to make any Spire units, though. Gonna have to just see production here. 4th base is coming up for him as well. Good amount of sentries in here.
Okay, he's going to push it now. He does not manage to snipe that queen. More of these. Okay, he activates the oracles.
Yeah,
They're
really nice.
Oh, and those connects on the bios, or I should say lack thereof, pretty painful right now.
And you know what? Those oracles are doing so much work here. The Void Ray as well. They push everything back significantly. And look at this, almost no units left over here for RagnaroK.
I feel like this game's going to end.
It might.
I think we're going to see Creator do this again in the next game, too. Okay, he does get that Void Ray. There's just too much over here. Drones are pulled, more Stalkers in the back, more Warpins in the back as well.
Yeah, RagnaroK not looking too happy with this situation. The Spore even dies before the Observer does.
Yeah.
Units popping out, just getting picked off immediately. Some additional Ravagers come down. If he can hit good Biles, maybe there's some way back, but I don't think there's a real possibility of that.
Yeah, and he's just going to keep pushing, keep doing damage, keep killing it.
Yeah, very few units left over. RagnaroK on the brink of defeat here. Not out yet, it is a best of 5. Creator looking to go to match point.
Yeah, this game's over. 17 drones down. What? Every last Ravager is sniped. GG,
Yeah.
Creator moves it up 2-1. Very, very cool to see. Woo, he's got to shake it out.
Yeah, he is so close to a round of 4 right now.
Taking the glasses off.
Yeah, we got
Doing the prayer
RagnaroK over
pose.
here. He's biting his lips. He's kind of laughing there.
Doing a little bit of lip munching. Meanwhile, Creator, he knows, okay, just one more game. Again, a very emotional player, but he's emotional because he loves the game and he wants to win.
RagnaroK muttering to himself a
RagnaroK,
bit.
I wish he'd zip up to that jacket. That bothers me. It looks like he's ready for an alien to burst out of his chest in a movie.
Got to regulate that body temperature.
You do,
Tastes.
man. Can you ever play with a hoodie or a jacket on? I actually cannot.
Oh, I normally start with it, but as I lose games, my body temperature goes way up, Tasteless. If I went on a losing
Then
streak,
you're just stripping down to your underwear?
dude, if I went on a losing streak on a glacier, I would drown.
Okay, game 4, Blackburn is the map. Can RagnaroK pull it back? Right now, these games have been very straightforward. I mean, Creator is just pushing and ending the game. I think it's time for a Nidus, Artosis.
A Nidus? Blackburn? Could be.
Could be.
It could be.
You know the Trevor's movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. Game start.
2022 GSL Season 1. Alpha X, RagnaroK. Team MB, Creator.
I've become a Creator fan. How
Everybody
can you not?
has.
Everybody is.
Even RagnaroK, he's
Yeah.
like, damn, I want to win, but I also want him to win.
Okay.
Oh. It blocks that hash once again, which is nice, but not really the end of the world, I think, especially on this map.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's see what kind of game we're going to get here. I mean, you have both the players, you know, on this map. Obviously, they share the bottom. They're kind of expanding and moving up. But I don't know. I look at this and I just feel like Creator could do something almost identical to Game 3 and just be fine, right?
I mean, it's not bad, yeah. If you go like Oracle, Void, Oracle, you're like really safe. You have harassment potential, you have good scouting going on. Thing is, I think if you do exactly the same thing twice in a row, your opponent 100% is going to block it better.
It has to,
because it's
right?
so fresh
Yeah.
in their mind. It just makes a bit more sense to mix it up a little bit.
No, I get what you're saying, yeah. I mean, it's... Oh, I guess what I was trying to get at is he doesn't have to do anything fancy. He doesn't have to surprise anyone. He doesn't have to catch anybody off guard, you know, to win. He might do that anyways. There's nothing wrong with that, but it does seem like if things are kind of ordinary, like in the game, it's pretty textbook development games, he'll just win with a push.
Twilight coming up.
There it is.
So we're definitely going to have some pressure coming out. I think it's going to be the Stalker build, Tasteless. The one that we saw in Roughneck against Rogue.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a Glaives build, but we haven't really seen Creator falling back on a Glaives at all, have we? I can't remember a Glaive build that he's done this tournament yet.
No, I don't think so. No, I think he had one that he did, right?
Did he?
I think he had one Glaive
Wasn't
build.
today, but
No, not today, but
possibly.
I could be wrong, though. And here's the Robo now.
I mean, it's definitely something in every Protoss's portfolio. Well, we're about to see Dark Shrine. Oh, okay. You know, this build, it's like, this was for a long time the standard macro opener for this matchup. It gave you scouting, it gave you pressure, it gave you potential for real damage with the DTs.
Yeah.
It forced roaches, and you had a Robo already, so you could go into Immortals. For a long time, this was the best build. I think basically Zest brought back Stargate, and then it kind of shifted into Stargate. And
yeah.
Nowadays, certainly Stargate is more popular, but I think this is not a bad idea at all, especially against someone like RagnaroK, who might be a little bit more likely to do a very strong early push. Because DTs, I mean, if you try any sort of push where you don't have a layer, and they went DT quickly, like it's over.
Yeah.
Your push does 0. So it's safe in that regard, so it kind of like heads anything like that off at the pass. It gives him, again, potential for damage and maybe some harassment. I'm taking it. Good choice from Creator, I think.
So he's going to move out now. Try to put some pressure on. We've got a dozen Lings and a Roach Warren coming. And I don't think this is going to be too much of a threat at all here. But again, you know, the Adepts are kind of a red herring in the build, basically. You know, you come out with these Adepts, and then you're going to bring the DTs in there.
Yeah.
I actually didn't see. Did he have a spore?
Single DT. 2 spores are making. Look
Can
at
he
this.
run by? Can he actually run by up the ramp into the main and not be seen?
Oh, with the DT?
With the DT? Can he actually do that?
think that he would just see at the very edge of the ramp. All right, well, I mean, everyone knows what's going on. The Lings come in to try to cancel a third that hasn't been started. DT comes down.
Yeah, they are going to get a surround on some of these Adepts, but I think most of them actually are going to... Oh, he cancels a Shade. That was kind of weird.
No, the Shade happened. He just didn't have it go anywhere.
Oh,
it was
I'm
like
sorry.
It was right next to him.
I got confused. I'm like, what happened there?
Yeah, no, it was weird.
It was a weird moment. Definitely a mistake.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't really have a third up or anything, so there was no cancel there. You eliminated a few Adepts. The Adepts are really not that valuable right now anyways, whatever. Lair is about to finish. Third Nexus has been started. Single Archon is just not that scary.
Yeah.
He does have a second one at home, so maybe he goes home, picks it up.
2 is much stronger.
Oh!
Whoa! Gotta
Some
be careful.
Serious hull damage.
Forge is coming down, and Immortals are coming out, and nice catch. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just going to set up for a push a little bit later on, taking out any tumors he can. Nice save there, picks up and backs off.
You know what's a little bit interesting here, right? Because I was talking about how, like, Archon drop used to force Roach, which you would just make Immortals against, and then you have, like, a pretty solid army. And then Rogue started countering it with Mutas, and we see RagnaroK throwing down the Spire. So maybe that's something that we can see here from him.
Yeah, let's find out if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, he sees the Spire, though. So that definitely makes it a bit harder for RagnaroK to squeeze that in.
It's hard to be surprised, right, when you have that coming. The War Prism's going to back up now. It's going to try to chase down this Overseer if he can.
Be able to kill that off. I mean, you basically see what you were looking for. You might have also been wondering, is there a Stargate or anything like that? Honestly, I don't think Stargate is good here. I think you have to see on Blink Archon to counter any possible mutas. You do not want to add in Phoenixes. Your army will just become trash. All right, here it comes very slowly through those slow zones. Clearing a little bit of creep. Oh, that's annoying. Loses his battery instantly.
Yeah, so he's just going to keep a little bit of light pressure out there, but he backs up. On RagnaroK's side of things, I mean, he's just continuing to pump out a lot of Roaches, a lot of Ravagers. We do know a push is coming. I think it's probably desirable right now for the Zerg to just keep growing into the top right. Protoss may not even try to push the gold base as much as just try to push anywhere. You know, this map's pretty good for Zerg because nothing that you've expanded to is actually that close for the Protoss to attack.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that.
We need to get this Archon out of here, man.
Yeah, no, he's stuck.
We need to get a little Weight Watchers Archon so we can get out of there.
Imagine a smaller Archon.
Yeah.
That would be better, right? What if the Archon was like the size of a DT?
Well, then it would just feel weird when it kills stuff. It's supposed to be kind of epic,
the amount
right?
of damage that it would be putting out.
Yeah, it'd have to do less
and the
damage.
amount of health being that small, that doesn't
Or what
make
about
sense.
a mini Archon, man? It's like a little cotton ball.
A little half Archon?
Yeah.
What if a DT could split into 2 Archons, like baby Archons?
Nexus. We're going into a real macro game here, guys. Zerg's maxed, so there may be some plans to try to attack somewhere. I do think that Zerg could probably get behind the gold minerals there and try to hit that.
Yeah, he definitely could. Baneling's speed is coming up. A lot of Lings being made. I think you're right that RagnaroK's going to attack. But if you're just going, like, spreading some batteries, yeah, look at this, 29 Banes. If you're just spreading some batteries and keeping up your production of Immortal, Archon, Stalker, look at this, 6 Archons, 5 Immortals. That's pretty scary. If you have, like, a little bit of support for that, it's hard to imagine this more, like, Baneling, Zergling-focused army doing very much.
Okay. It's attack time here for RagnaroK. I think the positioning here from Creator probably could not be better.
It's pretty damn good.
It's pretty sick.
Like, look at that. Whatever Baneling's going to do against this. Okay, here we go. Rolling in. And goes right for that mineral line. A lot of bios coming down. Oh, did we lose the prism right there?
Did.
I believe we did, yeah.
And there was one Archon in it as well.
But look at it, just the army quality of Creator is so high
It's
here.
like the perfect army.
It really is. This is a scary, scary army.
Okay, a little blink up there.
Dealing that little bit of extra damage. He has the gold base up. It's 4 base versus 4 base.
Yeah.
Higher quality still here for Creator.
Again, and a couple really nice snipes. More Banes are going to be made here, but again, I think the army is complex enough from Creator that he's going to be okay, right?
Yes, 100%. Like, you have to get into something else. You can't just keep making Ling Bane against this. Look at this, he's adding more Archons. It's like, he already has the comp countered, and he's countering it even harder now. Creator is retaining, like, his high-quality units, continuing to build upon them.
More Immortals and Archons coming out here. That's going to make these Banelings a lot less effective. Where does he want to push, though? That's the question. I mean, this is a really nice spread, and there's not a whole lot of valuable units.
Boy.
Oh, Creator really messed that one up. I mean,
Yeah.
RagnaroK, I'm sorry.
Yeah, RagnaroK, you know, he has enough Roach Ravager that he can power down Archons if they get too far away from the rest of the army. Okay, here he goes again. Do we have any force fields? No, not this time. So the Banelings are getting some done. They do damage the Stalkers quite a bit. RagnaroK's still high in supply. This gold base going to be denied for now. Now, what is RagnaroK's play from here? This is difficult. Has a lot of supply, though.
Yeah, I mean, it is, this is a great position that basically Creator's gotten himself into. He can kind of shell the hatchery, get that. Does he want to try to push down into the third, I guess? Or is it really more worth it to try to go all the way to the top right?
Creator has done so much. Honestly, the best play here is to not walk onto creep.
Yeah, you might be right. Just kind of stay back and keep growing.
He just
and
killed
be
the
like,
gold base. He's doing so well here. He's doing so well, and his army is getting better, whereas RagnaroK is making more of the same.
Yeah.
He keeps maxing out on Ling Bane Roach Ravager. And, I mean, as long as we're adding Archons and everything, it's going to be just so hard to make that damage happen.
And so, yeah, I think he just stays back. I think you're probably right, actually, Artosis.
Stalkers blinking back, just walking up the hill.
Look at this spread.
Archons. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, look, I'm just going to get more bases than you.
I feel like against this, like, you need, like, Broodlords, man. It's just...
Yeah. Well, it goes to show you why you really want to make sure you have creep behind the gold base so you can actually take fights there.
I think that just his unit composition in general is just so difficult to fight against Creator with. And, like, the attack he didn't really do it, and then Creator just walks up, you're right. Without creep there, it was so hard to defend.
Dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, Creator is coming for him now. Let's see what these Banelings can do this time. All right, throws down some biles. Oh, those were decent bile hits. Has to cancel a lot of the Banes he was making.
Yeah, Bane's coming in.
Well, the Immortals get pulled back. He actually has cleaned a lot of the high-tech units.
I mean, I don't know, man. All these Lings are going to be remade. He's not going to have enough Banes to actually try to take this fight. There's still Immortals, there's still Archons here.
Yeah, as you add in charge lots, if there's no Banes, then that's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know what? He's gotten rid of most of the high-tech units. If only RagnaroK had a little bit more here. Look, it's just Stalkers now.
Oh, and he gets that Warp Prism. That's pretty big.
Yeah, that is. Those mutas actually came in big time.
He takes the hatchery out.
He does. He does. But that army that he had been working towards all game long and that won him like the last 5 battles is gone. He has to start remaking it. So this is where as RagnaroK, you once again try to max on exactly the army you just had and go again, because suddenly, like, the army of Creator won't fight as well against it, but you can see RagnaroK having a hard time getting as many units. His economy has really been hurt.
So, I mean, he's going to try to attack in here. I don't think this is going to be successful, but I guess RagnaroK has to try to do what he can with what he has, right?
Yeah.
Problem is, Roach Ravager, not good at retreating against Stalker.
No,
So,
not
like,
when there's
this-
more Stalkers, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could blink and catch up like that. Good snipes, really good snipes. And again, it's, you know, everybody probably knows this, but it's worth mentioning anyways. You know, Roach Ravager eats up so much supply that it can be misleading when you look at the supply numbers.
Ling's the opposite, and Baneling's the opposite.
Yeah, very true.
All right.
Templar Archives. I guess that was never made.
Yeah, he's been making
That's
these
funny,
off DTs all game, yeah. Might be wanting to get some Psystorm in there now, too. Okay, Hive is on the way. This game is actually getting really interesting, I think.
I agree.
RagnaroK, like, I definitely did not believe in the direction he was going, but he's made something out of this game. All right, 9 killed. Still going to have decent saturation there.
Yeah, good play there. So now he's going to keep pushing up.
The DT.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I mean, you can do a lot of blink micro here, I guess, but it doesn't really feel like he can attack RagnaroK right now.
Well, it's going to be a while before Creator can do what he wants to do. Oh, never mind, actually.
That's a good move.
That's a good move.
Well,
he
again,
he needs
no
to get
creep
creep
back
here,
there,
dude.
right?
You need to get creep back there.
It's pretty far away. It seems like hard to creep up that area, but definitely without the creep, like, that's the one area Creator can continue to hit.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, just in the nick of time there.
He's going to lose his gold base. You know, I just feel like Creator is bringing this game in the right direction.
Hive is done. Greater Spire, there you have it. Now that's definitely what I wanted to see here. When he had the Immortals, it would have been even better, but Archons have a terrible time against Broods. There are a lot of Stalkers, but if you just have enough underneath, like if you try to blink into, oh, that's so funny. They run through the broken mineral patch, but the Stalkers and the Archon can't follow.
Yeah, they're too big.
Anyways, if you have enough underneath, like even Banelings here, if you try to blink underneath the Broods and then you just roll Banelings in, there's no retreat.
Yeah.
So a lot of this might come down to just whatever engagement occurs here when the Broodlords are out. Because I don't think you can kill them before Broods, right? That is a lot of Archons now. I mean, maybe he needs to attack right now, man.
I feel like if Creator can keep that gold base, like, not a thing, and then just keep attacking his base down here, like, that's what he's going to do. He's going to break this up. And, dude, there's so many Archons.
There's 10 Archons.
Let's hallucinate some more, man.
This is going to be the greatest snowball fight of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a lot of Archons. Okay, we do have Broods making. He needs to pull back. Give up a base. Give that base up, RagnaroK, if you want to win this game. Give it up. He has to keep the main army alive to support the Broods. He can retake that later. No. This is, like, he just can't lose this army.
But I think that either way, he's in a lot of trouble. I mean, Broodlords you don't have to engage with. You can run.
That's true, but, like, I think if he loses this army, the game ends. Whereas, now that he has the Broodlords, okay, now let's see how it goes. Okay, gets one, blinks away. I like that a lot. RagnaroK will be more on top of it this time, I think. Okay, the Broodlords, yeah, they're slowing down a lot here. Those Archons taking some massive damage. The Baneling's trying to roll towards those Stalkers. The Archon's eating them up.
I think there's just too much.
Yeah, I think
it's not enough. One more blink and those Broodlords are going to be gone.
Creator just took his hand off his keyboard, brought it up to his mouth. He is in shock because he is about to go to the round of 4.
This is an insane moment. Creator, who's been in the GSL for 10 plus years, is going to come in here and close this out. He can barely believe it as the rest of the army here of Creators is going to run over RagnaroK. GG!
Amazing. So well done from Creator. RagnaroK unable to make it, put up a great tournament, and will end up in 5th place.
Wow.
But Creator now goes to the round of 4. What a big moment for him.
What an insane result to have here. Nobody was able to do quite what Creator was doing in this tournament. And again, it's like he's a different player. And let me tell you something, man, this has got to be an emotional moment. I mean, all this stuff paid off. All that hard work. Some people, they bloom a little bit later than others. We're going to have an interview now with Creator. We're going to see how he's feeling, what he's thinking, now that he's going to the round of 4, the GSL Code S.
Congrats to him. Such a big moment. You can see how happy he is as well. I think everyone is happy for him also.
Creator defeats RagnaroK, and he comes out on top. Congratulations, Creator. Thank you. Wow, Creator, you seem overwhelmed with joy right now and happiness. How do you feel right now?
일단 사실 그냥 진짜
Like,
맨날
honestly speaking,
이번에 20강부터 이길 때마다
every time I won since the round of 20,
꿈만
everything seemed like a dream to me. Everything felt surreal.
꿈인 것 같고
And right now, it still does feel surreal, and I don't know how to I don't know what to say right now. I'm just like so beside myself with joy. And Creator, I'm sure you're like thinking of people who you want to share this joy with. So who do you want to thank? Who do you want to thank right now?
당연히 이제 가족들
I mean, of course, my family.
항상 응원해주니까
Most of all, they're always cheering for me.
단장님 포함해서
And my team manager,
동료 게이머분들 또
and also my fellow
응원도 많이
gamers.
해주고 연습도 많이
They help me
해줘서
so much with the scrims.
항상 진짜 너무 감사하게 생각하고 있어요.
I'm really
Gamers.
thankful to them.
그리고 팬분들도
And
항상
also to my fans, of course.
응원을 많이 해주세요. 그래서
They've been
좀
cheering for me for such long years. You know, before you finished the last game, we saw the smile on your face. We knew that you were confident that you would close out the series.
진작에 제가 이겼다고 생각했는데
I mean, even before that, I felt like I won this game. But RagnaroK still had a lot of army, and he had a good surround on me. But still, I didn't feel like I'd lose to him with my team composition.
진작 이겼어야 됐는데
But I should have lost. I should have won a lot earlier. But the game did stall out for long. So Creator, you've been in the scene for over 10 years, and finally you reached your career high, which is round 4. And today your timing attacks were so fierce and so sharp. And I know you favor this composition with your army, and you tend to play very aggressive. And you did also go for the harass today, which you don't usually go for.
한 세트 한 세트씩 준비했거든요.
I mean, I did practice solely for Rogue,
만약에 지면은
and when I did lose,
스타일로 해보자.
and then my mindset was to if I lose against Rogue, I'm just gonna play my freestyle
멘탈이 나간 건 아닌데
strategy.
그냥 화가 너무 많이 나더라고. 진짜 화가 너무 많이
At the
나서
time, my mentality wasn't broken, but I was really infuriated, and I was keep wondering how to win.
스파이어 가고 기타를
Zerg these days, they go for Spire and they go for the Mutas right away. That's their playstyle these days. So I really try to exploit that strategy beforehand. I mean, Creator, you accumulated 10 Archons in the end to hit the nail in the coffin.
사실 이런 플레이를 저그 전에 제가 봤을 땐 저만 좋아하는 것 같아요.
I mean, I think I'm the only player who favors this strategy against Zergs.
이거를 한 3, 4년 동안 제가 썼기 때문에
I mean, I've been using this strategy for like 3 or 4 years,
괜찮은 빌드
and I feel like this strategy is currently in the meta, and I think it's pretty good.
좀 숙련된 빌드라 네.
I mean, this is a build that I have high proficiency with.
Alright,
one last question, Creator. You did lose to Rogue, but there were some games that you won with some good builds, but you lost to the Mutas. So any disappointment in that?
저는 사실 1세트는
I mean, the first game,
제가 이겼어야 됐고
I should have won that game. In the second game, he should have won it.
제가 원래 준비한 빌드라면 제가 올인 러시여서 이긴 건데
I mean, with the build that I prepared for, it was a win for me because of all-in rush. but I got fended off by Rogue.
바꾼 게 좀 페인이 됐고,
And I think, you know,
그거마저도 어쨌든 결과론적인 얘기인 거니까
that was a lost cause.
인정하고 백렬이 형
So I admit it.
잘한다는 걸 오늘 다시 한번 느꼈어요.
And then, you know, I acknowledge him. He's a very good player. He's a stellar player. Right. Creator, have you played in best of 7 before?
GSL에서는 없고요.
Not in GSL.
큰 해외 대회에서는.
But in big tournaments overseas, I have had experience with it.
제가 인터뷰에서 이제 나의 시대다라고 생각하는지 질문 드렸을
So
때
Creator, before we asked you, is it your era right now? Is it time for Creator to shine? And now that you're into round 4, do you think this is your era and do you think you can win the overall season?
우승이 아니라 그냥 진짜 20강만 뚫으면 소원이
In the beginning, you know, my mindset was let's try to move on from the round 20. But still, I feel like I'm insufficient. I still need more practice.
뭐랄까요, 좀 기대는 안 하고 있어요.
So, you know, right now I don't have any high expectations. But, you know, I would like to move on to the finals if I could.
팀원들이랑 가족들 막 초대할 수 있어서.
And I really want to invite my family, my teammates, and everyone else to the venue in my final stage.
삼선승제라고 합니다. 이 부분 정정해드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 조성호 선수와 4강전을 하게 됐는데요.
So Trap, you'll be playing. So you'll be playing as Trap in the round of 4. So any closing thoughts?
성호 형이랑 하게 되는데.
Yeah, I'll be playing as Trap. That's right.
모르겠어요. 좀
I'm not sure right now.
항상 뭐 편하게 하지만 자신은 있거든요.
You know, I always try to play
프전은
comfortably, but confidently at the same time.
선수와 해도 이길 수 있고 질 수 있기 때문에.
No matter who my opponent is, there's an equal chance of winning and losing.
오늘 믿어보겠습니다.
I'm gonna bet on my fortune on that day.
알겠습니다. 다시 한번
Right. Thank you for your words, Creator. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
We wrong? Going up against Trap?
Could have sworn that
Okay,
brackets had him versus Dark.
Sorry, guys. This format's new to us too.
We shall
okay.
see.
Yeah, let's see. Is this correct?
Okay, so this is the results for today. Rogue and Creator both move up to that round of 4.
Right.
2 Zergs and 2 Protoss remain as we move forward.
It was a fun day for the round of 6. And
There were some good games in there. Like I actually think the ZVZ series was not fantastic, but the PVZs were both pretty good. I think especially this final match was really nice. Some well-played games in there.
I agree.
It was kind of that last game was cool. Oh, it is Trap vs Creator and then Dark vs Rogue. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, great. Well, this means that.
Okay, so the lines that we have coming out of the round of 6 don't mean anything.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense then.
Because they were. That's why I thought it was like that.
No, I
Anyways,
thought the same thing. So it's Trap vs Creator.
PVZ finals. That's amazing.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Okay, so Dark vs Rogue, they have the most bonkers Zerg vs Zerg matches when they play against each other. And then Trap vs Creator, I don't know what to think about this. I actually do think Creator has potential to win that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough, but if Creator can do it, I mean, he's going to be in our finals.
That would be amazing.
And by the way, the finals. It's going to be
Finals are
in
gonna be great.
Digital Media City at the Coliseum.
Big
Not-
audience.
Not the Jom Shield Coliseum, to be clear, but Digital Media City. It's a little tricky to find, so I'd recommend you get there a little bit earlier so you can scope it out.
Yeah.
Especially if the opening ceremony is important to you when you want to watch the matches.
Well, it's one of the best parts, honestly.
I think so. I think
It's amazing what they
we
do.
put a lot of love and hard work into that here at Africa TV. So, yeah, do be sure to come down and see that. Our first live finals with an audience since the pandemic hit.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be there. We hope
Yeah.
to see you guys there. Very exciting round of 4. We have 3 real regulars that are always making it deep. And then we have Creator, who's having the best run since 2012. So that's like
real
literally
Cinderella
10 years.
story here.
Yeah.
This guy's been putting his heart into the game for a long time. But Trap is extremely hard to beat.
Yeah.
We got to keep that in mind as well here. Trap does not...
Dude, Trap's been to like 3 finals or something already. So
yeah,
like he
he's
knows
one
how
of these
to win.
guys this is just another day at the office for him, being in the studio and trying to get into the finals again.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have, guys. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you Thursday. We love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's hard to breathe.